Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Hump day, yeah! Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Hump day! Mike. What day is it, Mike?
It's hump day.
Hump day, yeah! Woo-woo!
Hey guys, coming to you with our weekly Wudup Wednesday with real estate and mortgage tips for you. I'm Stephanie Moon with RE/MAX Alliance here in Westminster, Colorado.
And I'm Aaron German with Home Mortgage Alliance here in Westminster, Colorado. So thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk to you a little bit about the estimated fees, any loan costs, any deposits that you put down out of pocket up front, or any other out-of-pocket expenses once you go under contract. So when I'm giving a customer an estimate, we're going to go line by line on each additional, because there's third-party fees. The seller typically chooses the title company if you're a buyer, and the seller and their agent will choose the title company. Well, that title company is going to have their own fees for their services. To record the deed, there's some government fees. There's prepaid interest. So today is the 26th. If you were to close today, your first payment wouldn't actually be until August 1st. So there's four days of prepaid interest in there. And so there's just some third-party fees that aren't necessarily loan costs, but they're fees and different third-party expenses that are all together when buying a house. The loan cost part of it is typically only the lender charges, which is like $1,000 or so.
Right.
So if you ever hear there's no loan costs or there's no lender fees, that doesn't necessarily mean there's no closing costs. It just means that the lender themselves is either paying for or exempting their fee from the transaction, not necessarily all the third-party fees. But there's also some out-of-pocket expenses up front, things like that. Stephanie?
Absolutely. So last week we went over the difference between a pre-qual and a pre-approval. So all the buyers are getting excited. They finally got their pre-approval and they're gearing to go, and then they find out that there's going to be a couple added out-of-pocket expenses. The first thing is earnest money. It is typically going to be 1 to 2% of the house purchase price. That will be go along with the contract and will be applied to down payment and closing costs at the time of closing.
Mm-hmm.
So the next thing is inspection. It's a whole different can of worms that we will get into next week, but inspection items. In the state of Colorado, an inspection is not required. However, it's the most important part of the purchase to me. That's just securing your home, making sure that this huge investment that you're making is safe, and you're not going to run into any unexpected items a year after you buy the home. The third is the appraisal, which
So the appraisal fee, the lender will order that, and the reason why, you could get on the internet and type in appraisers in Westminster, Colorado, and you might find one for a cheaper price than what the lender is saying it'll be, but the lender has to use their own appraisal management company because it's a trusted service. Not necessarily that the appraiser that you would find wouldn't give an honest opinion of value, but there's a partnership there with the lender and the appraisal management company. They've developed trust over many years, and so they would just like to use that panel of appraisers. So that's a service that you can't shop for. But all in all, as we go through these week by week, we'll try to break things down and make them short videos for you. But nonetheless, if you're ever getting an estimate or you're ever getting a fee sheet or anything along those lines, make sure that some of those third-party fees are on there, or at least bring them up, even if it's just what are the third-party fees. Third-party meaning not you or the lender, right? So you want to know what those are kind of up front so you're not surprised, or if you're kind of baited in some way with some discount, you'll want to make sure that that's represented fairly on the estimate or the fee sheet. But I think that's all I have.
Yeah, that's all I have. If you guys have any questions or you want to mention this in a comment or like us, like our pages, then we will go ahead and send you out something special. So
Absolutely.
we hope to see you next Wednesday.
All right, take care. What up, guys? Have a good day.
See ya.
Hump day, yeah!